EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. This is Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Davante Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. From the gun, it's Jackson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, the left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And 1 at the 18-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Check out
They run with Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Hines, the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Hines. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
This is Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not much there, only a yard.
And 9 at the 28-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out.
1 yard.
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now again, right side. It's Hines, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
The score, Bengals 19, Ravens 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Flush to his right. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 1st and 10. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Goal, Baltimore.
A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ravens 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man, that's Allison. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Now he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And that is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation.
And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Grant on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They go play action now. Jackson caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
And 10.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
They go play action with Jackson. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Gain of 6.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Quick throw out left. It's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd
and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
This time Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
Touchdown.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully on to the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bengals 41, Ravens 13. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is Jakeem Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Steps away to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One last shot for Jackson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.